Patreon. I am going to take you through my morning routine. This is what you mainly see on Instagram. It honestly only takes about a couple minutes. If you do have an hour, drop in as deep as you want. But if you are someone looking to incorporate a morning routine of breath, meditation, and a bit of energy work, this will be so beneficial and life-changing. I think the first thing I will give you is consistency in doing this, meaning just get in the habit of rolling out of bed and dropping into this space day after day after day. We often want to wait for the perfect moment, or when life isn't full, and at least in my experience, life continues to be full. So just to get started with it and consistently get into it and watch how you create such a different pillar of your daily life when working with this morning practice. So the first thing we're going to start with is the breath. It's a pranayama breath. Prana meaning life force, yana meaning control. So life force control, right? So that translates into this thing of, we have our aura, we have our electric magnetic field, and breath is, at least when I'm speaking or talking about, I guess, what is the meaning of life? The basic definition I can give is it is like our breath, our lungs. So right now, as you're watching this, you're probably not even consciously thinking about breathing. Your lungs are doing the work for you. They're just simply breathing in and out, existing for you. That is like life. It is all around us, and whether we are a direct correlation of it, life is taking place. Now we have our individual controlled breath. So take a breath in. And you can see how when you consciously participate in life, how you are then weaving deeper into that experience. So if you want to understand how life works, it's working with or without us, but we also have this deep, beautiful ability to consciously create within it, consciously create a rhythm within it. So our life force, our energetic flow, the one thing in science that defines if you're living or not, it exists around us in the 18 inches. I highly recommend getting to know this space, because once you get highly acute to understanding it, you can start seeing where your aura ends and where the rest of the world begins. And also those sensitive to energy, you can watch it come in and how it disrupts your own space, for better or worse. So let's get to the morning routine. So the pranayama breath is what we're going to start with. Now, although I typically, am wearing something very California, although I'm in Mexico right now, I don't have a shirt on specifically so you can see my stomach and what it's doing, because this isn't through the lungs per se. It's not through the chest. It is through the belly, our solar plexus, our core. So it's going to be through the nose, this breath. So you seal the lips, and it's a breath out motion. And so I want you to think of it as you're not trying to breathe in, you're breathing out, and you're actually contracting the solar plexus, the gut space. So you can see how it's all taking place here, then the mechanics move upward. So it's basically cleansing out any debris, cleansing out any energy on your physical body that basically you brought with you through the day before. And really you just want to clean out that space to have a empty palette for whatever you want to create for the day. I usually like to do this pranayama breath for about 60 seconds. If this is completely new and foreign to you, start with maybe just 6 of them. And you can work your way up and up until you can get in a longer rhythm. So I start with that breath, and then I move into basically energy clearing. You do not have to be Reiki certified. You do not have to be a healer to have energy running through your hands. It is our tools as human beings. That is how we touch. That is how we fix things. So everybody has energy through their hands. So don't worry about if you know what you're doing. Like anything in life, there should be a learning curve. I want you just to play. We often don't know how to play because we see it as frivolous, but if anybody has seen children playing, that is how you learn to actually do something as a correct habit, I guess. So play around with it. Get in that play motion, get in that thing of, I might even be making make believe here, I don't know. But after the breath, you want to move into just basically working through your aura, cleansing out your space. If you are having any physical body tension, or if there's any thoughts, you can actually think them in this part of the meditation of frustration, and watch where it comes up on the body and you clear it. And just start moving it out, moving it out. And you want to get to the place to where you're like, okay, anything that was brought up by the pranayama breath out into the surface, so out of our cells, out of our physical body where it causes harm or dis-ease, it is now in the aura, and I'm moving it and I'm clearing it. And then at that place, you now have an empty palate, ideally. And then at that place, just drop into a small meditation, and this can be active even in the mind. And I'm sure some of you have a very deep meditation practice, but if you just want to again get started in a very small couple minute practice, just even thinking of one word or a word that downloads to you, you want to drop into that space of what is that word, what energy did it bring, and allow it to have the sensation over your physical body. This will be your pillar for the day. Why we do this energy setup is when you are in that firm stance, everything that comes in external, which happens every single day, we cannot control what externally takes place and happens to us. Our sense of self, our energy, our being is steady. So therefore you are perceiving all external moments from that viewpoint. And you can kind of figure out, what would be the difference of it is if you didn't have that individual viewpoint, then every single thing that came in would push and pull you, the emotions, the energy. So although life is unpredictable, and there's hardships and there's great things to celebrate, is we do have the ability, again, from the breath, from our own space, to create the rhythms we want to participate in a way that we are dreaming of to see fit for the day. So you just simply call in that word or an idea or a sensation, even if you're like, I'm not sure of the word, but it's really powerful today. And all parts of your being will come back to that place, and you can start your day. So I hope that helps with morning routine. And again, consistency is the one thing. If you heard anything through this, then start with consistency of, I'm just going to roll out of bed and do this every day, even if there's dogs, cats, children crawling all over me, even if I only have 1 minute, just to make it a practice. Because what will happen is one day you'll wake up with such a deep practice that the alchemy you're able to create with it really just expands further and further. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for always being a part of this community. And I would love any questions in the comments, any notes of like, hey, this or that happened, and we can just dive deeper and deeper into it till you get in a little practice. I will make a challenge of do not ask a question till you try it once, because so often when we try it, then so much more unfolds or we get answers. So I look forward to hearing everyone's feedback, and you guys have a wonderful day.